Sunday, the 3rd of November, 4:30 p.m. kickoff at Old Trafford, Manchester United host Chelsea in what is a must-win Premier League game. Chelsea are in the middle of a very tough run of fixtures and 3 points is massive against Manchester United. However, we have a very poor record at Old Trafford and I don't think we've won there in the last 11 years. We do need to bounce back from that embarrassing performance against Newcastle in midweek. However, Erik ten Hag's sacking the other day means Ruud van Nistelrooy is the interim manager. So Enzo Marasca has gone back to the drawing board, watched countless hours of PSV games where Ruud van Nistelrooy was in charge to see how he can deploy his tactics and get the 3 points. So will Enzo Marasca be able to out-tactic Ruud van Nistelrooy and secure the 3 points for Chelsea? Or will Manchester United, Ruud van Nistelrooy and Old Trafford have the aura, the spirit and the new manager bounce and crush Chelsea's dreams? So in this video, we're going over the predicted 11 for the Man United-Chelsea game. I'm going to be predicting who I think Enzo Marasca will select and also give my thoughts and opinions on who I feel should play. If you're new around here, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It helps the channel out massively. And let's get into this predicted 11. Starting off in goal, we are going with Robert Sanchez. Enzo Marasca has made it perfectly clear that he is Chelsea's number one, and after Jorgensen's abysmal display in midweek against Newcastle, we have no other choice. Robert Sanchez is Chelsea's number one. Let's hope he has a good game. Let's hope the distribution is on point. And let's hope there is no silly mistakes. Moving on to left back, I have gone with Marc Cucurella. The best left back in the league, in my opinion. He is everywhere. He can get all the way across the pitch. He can help in wide areas defensively, central areas defensively. He can go into midfield and invert quite comfortably, support the left winger, the right winger. Sometimes play as a 10 if there is a pocket of space. This guy is absolutely everywhere and he must play against Manchester United. Moving on to the left centre-back, I've gone with Levi Colwill, Chelsea's number one left-footed centre-back. And for a very good reason. Benoit Badiashile is trash. He just is. He's abysmal as a player. I don't know how he plays for Chelsea, so it has to be Levi Colwill. Hopefully he's a lot more calm, collected and composed on the ball. And line-breaking passes, hopefully we can see some of those because it is a cheat code when he is able to play them. Good in the air, and hopefully he doesn't overcommit any challenges, make any stupid fouls and give away any penalties. Moving on to the right centre-back, it is going to be Wesley Fofana. This is the centre-back partnership that Enzo Marasca favours in the Premier League. I can see why. When it works, it is incredible. We're still trying to iron out some kinks, and like I say, most videos with Wesley Fofana and Levi Colwill, if they overcommit during the game at silly times, it does leave us open at the back. However, if they're cool, calm and collected, and they just do their job, and defensively they're sound, honestly, we have nothing but a bright future with these two. Moving on to the right back, it has to be Reece James. Reece James firing on all cylinders. He's fit. We're still managing his minutes, but he looks great since he's come back. He's been deployed at left back and at right back and done his job exceptionally well. Let's hope that he can continue this run of form, and the more minutes he plays means the more he can do in games. Not necessarily up and down like we used to rely on him all the time, but just do the job defensively. Them deep crosses he can create from just inside the right-hand side, or even if he does get a bit further up the pitch, are frightening, and he can give some great service to our forwards. Moving on to the double six positions, this is very, very difficult because Enzo Marasca in his latest press conferences says Enzo Fernandez will play. He's just not playing at the moment due to amalgamation of things. He wants balance. We've got a lot of games. He will be involved. But if you're asking me and who I think he's going to choose, it has to be Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia. You cannot get more balanced than that. A lot of people were saying Romeo Lavia is a like-for-like for Caicedo and he's just another DM, but honestly, he is so much more, and he's showing that every single game he plays. Caicedo is the best DM in the league currently. He has to play. It's as simple as that. That guy just, when we're not playing him, we miss him massively, and you can tell. And then when it comes to Romeo Lavia, it's the same thing. When he's not playing, we do miss him, but his distribution of the ball is fantastic. The way he breaks down the play is great. We always feel calm when he's on the ball. Doesn't matter if he's got it in our 6-yard box or further up the field. You know he's going to escape whatever situation he is in. His awareness, his spatial awareness and his passing awareness is fantastic. He usually has a lot less touches on the ball than someone like Enzo Fernandez, but the output that Romeo Lavia gives you is fantastic. So for me, it has to be Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia in them double six positions. Moving on to the left wing, I have chosen Pedro Neto, and that is because Jadon Sancho cannot play due to his loan terms. And I don't know whether Mykhailo Mudryk is ready for that first team spot just yet. I could be wrong. Enzo Marasca could select Mykhailo Mudryk, but I feel like Pedro Neto and the way he played against Newcastle in the Premier League, he was frightening. And I can honestly see him starting on that left-hand side. If he does, I'm hoping he can continue that amazing form that he's been in and get another assist. Moving on to the number 10 position, I have gone for Mr. Cole Palmer. Now, there's been a lot of talk online about, well, João Felix deserves minutes. He's going to play. He's not going to knock Cole Palmer out of his position in a 10. Enzo Marasca said something very, very interesting in terms of how he wants to experiment with both of them playing. So I don't know how he's going to do that, whether he's going to adapt the formation to have two 10s. We could see that happen. I think in the Panathinaikos game, we ended up seeing João Felix kind of partner up with Nkunku. So it was almost like a 3-2-2-2 essentially, like all the way through. 2-2. Well, I can't do the maths on that, but essentially we had two players all the way up the further. We had the wingers, more central areas, and essentially two strikers. Maybe he tries something like that, but I think for the time being, it's got to be Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, the last time he played Man United, absolutely tore him a new one, so hopefully he can do that again. We're not expecting 4 goals from him, but at the same time, we know that Cole Palmer, I think even the last time we went to Old Trafford, he scored. So I'm hoping he can continue that, because we've not won at Old Trafford in 11 years, which is absolutely crazy to me. Moving on to the right wing, I've gone for Noni Madueke. Now, originally when I was thinking about this, I thought, we could have Mykhailo Mudryk on the left, and Pedro Neto on the right. However, we know that Enzo Marasca likes Noni Madueke on that right-hand side. We have seen Pedro Neto play there, and I feel like having Pedro Neto on the left, Noni Madueke on the right, mate, I am so happy with that. That is very direct. They're always looking to get in the box, always looking to beat a man, always looking for some positive output, whether it's assist or goals. I think Noni Madueke is going to have a very good game against Manchester United. I don't know why, I just have a funny feeling. I had a funny feeling with Mudryk against Panathinaikos, so let's hope that comes true. But I have a funny feeling Noni Madueke is going to really have fun and expose Man United in the fullback positions. I don't know why, I just feel like he is. And that leaves the Chelsea number 9. We are going with none other than Nicholas Jackson. This guy has been on fire. The partnership that he is forming with Cole Palmer has been unbelievable so far. Those two together have had over 20 plus goal contributions for Chelsea this season already. They are becoming a brand new style of Lampard and Drogba, just with the pure amount of goals and assists. You could even argue Eden Hazard, Diego Costa in terms of how well they linked up with the goals and assists also. Nicholas Jackson has become a transformed player this season specifically, and last season he had a great return of 17 goals. At this point of the season, he's already scored, I think it's like 6 Premier League goals in 9 Premier League games. It's like 14 GA in 14 games for him. Like, this guy is just on a good run of form. He's become a lot more clinical. He's getting less chances, but his all-round aspect of the game has still been at that very high standard that we saw last year in terms of his ball carrying on the half turn, hold-up play, link-up play, passing ability. That has all been at a great standard as he even improved this season, but now the finishing is kind of catching up with it. He is becoming a complete forward. Obviously, we would like to see Christopher Nkunku play. I'm not saying that we wouldn't. I just feel like after the game against Newcastle, I think he played the full game or near enough the 90. I just feel like Nicholas Jackson was rested and we're going to play him against Manchester United as our sort of number 1, out-and-out number 9. So that is my predicted Chelsea 11 to face Manchester United at Old Trafford this Sunday at 4:30 p.m. in the Premier League. Now, I feel confident going into this game. I really do feel confident going into it. I felt even more confident with Erik ten Hag at the helm, but now he's been sacked and has gone to Ruud van Nistelrooy. My confidence went from, say, like a 95 to like an 85. It's like, I am a superstitious person. I'm a big believer of manager bounce back. Ruud van Nistelrooy is interim manager. It looks like they're getting Ruben Amorim, I hope I said that right, in the dugout at Old Trafford very, very soon. So I feel like Ruud van Nistelrooy's days are rather limited. However, we know from experience when you have an interim manager, the bounce back it can have, or just a new manager, just someone new in that dugout, we know what it can do to the team's mentality and the atmosphere of the place. So it'll be very interesting, and I'm hoping that Marasca sets up right. I hope the boys are up for this, and I genuinely, I feel good. I feel like we can go out there and get the 3 points. And that's despite us not winning at Old Trafford for 11 years. We don't have a very good record there. And I feel confident. I feel like the way this team has developed, the way we're playing this season, I feel like if we're on the money, we start the game right, I don't think Man United can deal with us. I don't think Man United can deal with us at all. The way that we've been free-flowing going forward, defensively, yes, it needs to improve. But again, we have shown some solid defensive performances this season. It's not like it's non-existent. It's something that comes up game by game because of maybe personal or individual mistakes or little lapse of judgment or concentration throughout the game. But overall, we've shown some very solid defensive performances in large spells, if not all games. So I'm hoping if the defence is making any silly mistakes, Sanchez turns up and we actually set out right going forward and Man United don't play a low block and come at us, I feel like we can get the 3 points here, and I would love nothing more than to beat Manchester United at Old Trafford, because to me, call me old, it's still a huge, huge rivalry. From growing up, it was always title challengers, title contenders. And to be fair, now, in terms of the two clubs going in transition, it looks like Chelsea are going one way and United are going the other, but with these changes coming in, they could soon be trying to go on the upwards trajectory. That's their plan. So I feel like if we can go there, get the 3 points, kind of get in and get out before they start going on the up, that would be amazing. And we are in this a very tough run of games before the international break. We need as many points as we can get because we play United this week. We've also got Arsenal next week, which is going to be an incredibly tough game. So there's my thoughts and opinions on the game. I would like to know your version of the predicted lineup. Let me know in the comments and your score predictions, your thoughts on the game. Do you think Chelsea can get a victory at Old Trafford? Or do you feel like it's not going to happen for us? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love having a conversation with you guys. You guys are genuinely amazing, and thank you for the support on the channel. If you are new around here and this is your first video, I make Chelsea content on a regular basis. So if you enjoy Chelsea content, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And if you get to this part of the video, a thumbnail will appear on the screen. Still haven't worked out whereabouts it is because this is mirrored. But if you do enjoy Chelsea content, click on the thumbnail because you'll enjoy that video too.